the Jewish old man accidentally knocked over a glass and was dragged out by the German soldiers to be beaten. Bruno was stunned, but his father acted as if nothing had happened. He really couldn't understand why his dear father, who was usually so loving, had become so cold-hearted now. But his sister told Bruno that Jews were not worthy of sympathy. They were like pests, both evil and dangerous. It was because of them that Germany lost the First World War. Bruno was only 8 years old. He didn't understand what his sister was saying. The next day, Bruno looked out of his room's window and saw a strange farm in the distance. So, he went to his mother and asked her why the people on that farm were all wearing striped pajamas. Before his mother could answer, an old man walked in. Bruno pointed to the old man's pajama pants and told his mother, "That's the kind of striped pajamas." His mother immediately understood and rushed to Bruno's room to check. Then, she sealed his room's window shut. He found the lieutenant who was washing the car and asked him if he had any tires, because he wanted to make a swing to play with. The lieutenant angrily called the Jewish old man over to take Bruno to the backyard to get the tire. Seeing the lieutenant suddenly become angry, Bruno was stunned, and after recovering, he followed the old man to the backyard to get the tire. Looking at the small window of the storage room, a plan formed in his mind. That day, after confirming no one was around, he climbed out through the small window of the storage room and came near the farm. He saw on the other side of the wire fence a little boy wearing striped pajamas. Bruno slowly walked up to him and greeted the boy. The boy turned around, making sure no one saw him. Then he dared to speak to Bruno. Bruno learned the boy's name was Seymour, and he was the same age as Bruno. Bruno complained, "It's so unfair. We're both 8 years old. Why is Seymour allowed to play at the playground every day, while I have to stay locked in the yard all alone?" Seymour explained, "This isn't a place for games." Then, the whistle for assembly blew, and Seymour quickly stood up, pushing his little cart back. Bruno watched Seymour's back as he ran away, and he couldn't help but smile, because this was the first friend he'd made since arriving here.